Yeah, I got the wrong wiring harness for the car. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be working on the 240, which is maybe the first time that I'm actually working on it. I've gotten parts for it, I've gotten the car and towed it and all that, but this may be the actual time that we've worked on it. Also, in the background there's some junk there and there. We got a new dishwasher and this is the old one, so don't worry about that. There are multiple things we need to get done on this thing, so let's go on ahead and get started, primarily with what's in this box. Today we're going to be doing some rust work, some painting work, you know, cutting some things off, but primarily the big thing what we're doing today, let me show you the rear wiring harness that we're doing for the car. So what this is the wiring harness for pretty much two things: the entire taillight assembly and the fuel pump. So these wires are for the fuel pump and this whole metal sheet is for the fuel pump. Right here, these wires are cut on mine, and then all of this is completely cut out. There's nothing wire-wise in the car. That's why I had to order a whole new harness. There was nothing to restore in there. There was just this. So it's not perfect. It is a used harness, but so you know, need some light bulbs replaced there. But they assured me online that everything works, so that's good. If it doesn't, that'll be really annoying, but they said it does, and it seems to have everything here just by me looking at it real quick. I don't know how to install this, nor is there any real directions on how to install it. I mean, I know how to put clips in, and I know how to put bolts in, but there may be a few snags I'll run into, like trying to figure out what clips go where and where the grounds go and things like that, but I think we should be all right. What we need to do first is get everything out of here that I'm not keeping and throw it away. So guys, here's what I'm talking about. As you can see, the inside, the car is painted all throughout, except for the trunk area. Not really sure why. So we need to sand down here and see the extent of this rust. Hopefully it's just like kind of cover rust so we can get down to bare metal. Now, some of you won't like this, so forewarning, but building this car for me, not you, so shut up. Right here, these two brackets are for a hydro e-brake, and they're cutting into the seat. And I like my seats more than I want a hydro e-brake. I'm trying to build a street, kind of, could be daily driver, could be track car kind of thing. Whatever, like a car that can do both. And so in order to do that, I want to keep the interior nice. I don't want a massive hydro e-brake sticking out here. I'm not drifting yet, and maybe I'll build a drift build one day, but right now we're not. And so these need to come out because I'm not planning to do a hydro. Also, the dash would look all chewed up and destroyed, so we're gonna cut these off and repaint that surface. So that's everything we're doing on the car, guys. And another thing, you guys can see there's wires like this. We are not gonna be handling wires like that. That is a whole nother harness. Way better than before. That looks way better. I went really thick on it because I wanted to make sure it was right, and then also I ran out of paint, but I happen to have a little bit of flat black in that drawer, and so some of it's gloss black, some of it's flat black, but it kind of molds together well. And also, this is all never going to be seen. You know, it's definitely not perfect. I'm not a professional painter, and it's, like I said, going to be all covered up. But yeah, the paint's fine, especially for something like this. We'll let it dry, and then we can start wiring. So glad this is done. If you guys hear that, that would be the ice cream man going by. Ruining the vlog. It's so hard to climb in here. Okay. Cool. Wow, I can really see down there a lot better. Let's see straight to the ground. gonna be seated in there or if it's just on there. No, cool, it's just on there, good. Okay, so there's all my fuel stuff. I've never seen this before, obviously, because I'm just breaking it open, but wow, okay. Now we can trash this old shield and we can put the new stuff in, which is gonna be great. Okay, so I think the wiring is gonna be somewhere in the neighborhood of being around in here. There's some clips, like I said, that I do not know where they go yet. Like these, I have no clue. There's no plug-ins for them, and I assume when we get the body harness, that's where they're gonna clip into. But right now we have pretty much no clue. So the first step is gonna be to take off old wiring like this and clip the new one in, which should be super easy. Well, at least with two hands it'd be easy. There we go. So then we find the replacement for it. Cool. All right, first part of the wiring harness is in. Now there's this part, and you guys can see this part. I hope you guys have a good view. This part is the light that is already installed in here. So we're not gonna pull all this out. We're just gonna undo the clips here and here and kind of put them together because it'd be pointless to do it the other way. So we'll put this away in case we need it later on. Ow! God. See, it's really cold out here, so everything hurts your finger when it hits it. If you guys have worked on cars, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Boom. There's something. Yeah, I think that probably goes there. So here's another thing I have to worry about. Random wires like this that don't seem to have any type of clips or go to anything. I don't know what to do about those either. So let's just plug in what we know. Oh, I had to take this off. This is a wiring harness that he kind of made. You guys can see he cut up the trunk pretty bad to put the wing on. So I may end up getting a new trunk later on. I know I'm definitely taking this wing off, but that'll be another video. We'll handle that. But for now, we're just focusing on the wire. So he did his own little wiring harness. So we're gonna cut it off and run this one up through there. So that should be easy. There we go. Cool. So we got everything tucked up in this ugly gutted trunk, and you know, it's tucked up pretty well. If we ever need any of these connectors, it's just zip tied. We just cut it down and use them. I'm pretty sure we won't. So now run this here, run that down this little bar thing, and then we'll have the wiring harness all connected, and we'll connect the rest of the wires. Okay, I think that's a pretty clean, slick look. I think it looks pretty good. Everything's all tucked up. Okay. So I'm thinking it's safe to assume that this wire is whatever this is. If I pull that plug, I bet that's what this plug is. Yeah, they feel the exact same. Okay, so I didn't realize how easy this wire was. It's just clipped in right there. So then we'll unclip it there, run the new clip through, and then I think that's gonna be all the wiring for today once we get the fuel pump in. Cool, I was kind of wondering if I was gonna be able to figure that out or not. Clip. And why are these fitting? Hold up. Uh-oh. Why aren't they fitting in? Looks like it's the wrong connector. So these are different than these. And this wiring harness is for a 1995 S14, which is what this is. What? So does that mean I may have to do like a different fuel pump or something? Okay, let me figure this out, guys. As you can see, this is the wiring harness that I pulled off. 3 prongs in it, right? Don't focus on this little 2-prong one, just this one. 1, 2, 3, right? This one, 4. And I did a ton of research, and every single fuel sending unit, that's what this top thing is, has 3, just like mine does. But this wiring harness has 4. So I'm thinking I may have to return the whole wiring harness and get a new one that actually I know has 3. I found a few online that I know have 3, and they have stuff that I'm missing, apparently. I think maybe this is for the wrong year. They gave me a 95, but it's really not a 95. I'm not sure what to do now. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to get a new one. Well, I got all the wires out. Now we're kind of back to where we started. Except it's painted and the brackets are cut and we got some stuff done. And now we understand where the wiring is gonna go and all that. So it's not completely a fail. So here's the old wiring harness, and now I have to order a complete new one because this one's just simply wrong. But that's gonna be annoying, but it's gonna be fun wiring the rest of the car and stuff and getting this all done and over with so we can move on to the actual stuff. Yeah, I got the wrong wiring harness for the car. You can put that down to ship it out. really kind of an inconclusive ending. I wasn't really expecting the video to end like this, but with that being said, thanks for stopping in the channel. Go and subscribe, hit the notification bell, browse the rest of the videos. We got a lot of cool content coming with this car and that truck right there, so go and subscribe to it, guys. Don't miss out on the content. And I'm out.